he goes, "Look at you. Fuck, look at you. What the fuck you done? You fucking done nothing. You're never fucking gonna do something, you fucked up waste of space. What fucking contribution you made? Nothing. Nothing at all, you fucked up. Nothing, fucking nothing. You are a big fucking nothing," he goes. "The biggest fucking nothing, the biggest fucking nothing I know." And I think, who's this fucking fucked up fuck telling me I'm fucked up? Who's he? And I go, who are you to fucking tell me I'm fucking nothing, you fucking fuck? You're the fucking nothing, never gonna fucking do nothing, fuck. What contribution you? And you're fucking telling me I'm fucking nothing makes you fucking way more fucking nothing. What? I so wanted to watch That was Billy. She's one of the 3 female characters in a play I wrote a few years ago called Shit. She's in her 20s and looks about 40. She's tough, fucking tough. When Shit was first performed, it was part of the Neon season hosted by the Melbourne Theatre Company as part of a program of independent works. The box office would tell stories of requests for tickets for the show. "Could I please have 2 tickets for SHIT? I'd say to the box office, if they can't handle saying the word shit, how in hell are they going to manage with the fucks and cunts that abound in this play? I confess to a slight childish glee in naming my play Shit, but to shock or insult wasn't my intention. The title served as a warning. If you can't handle this kind of talk, street talk some people call it, or gutter talk, or foul-mouthed or bad language, then don't come to see it. I've been told that the MTC phones run hot when there's as little as one fuck or a cunt, let alone a cunt, with regular MTC punters who ring to complain about this dreadful use of language in a play. God forbid. It's a title that also describes the 3 characters in the play. I describe them like so. They believe the world is shit, that their lives are shit, that they are shit. A lot of people say they're offended by swear words. It shocks them, they say. They think of it as an erosion of our glorious mother tongue. They see it as inarticulate, uneducated, vulgar. When they use it themselves, usually in a very mild form, they say creepy stuff like, "Excuse my French." What the French have to do with it, I fucking don't know. They say it's lazy, it's poor usage, that it dumbs down. I know the string of fucks threaded through every sentence might be a bit much, but even them I have a soft spot for. I think there's something in it. When one's language is swamped with fucks and cunts and whatever else, something that has been lost for sure or something never found. Swearing can be truly magnificent. And the vernacular has great eloquence, often. It often has great humour, audacity, and touches of brilliance. It often is confrontational, frightening. It's often defiant. On the streets, in public, it is truly electrifying. It demands something, it demands attention, though most of the time it's safer not to give it. It's political, this eloquence, in its defiance, its outrage, its demand to be heard, to be seen. Someone in a fury with the world and who is telling all of us in it to go fuck ourselves. The use of the vernacular is a class thing. We all swear, across class we swear, but there is a strong sense about its private and public usage. There's a snobbery about the kind of swearing and whether one has control of it. There's a notion that the working class and the underclass especially swear without restraint, that they have no control of it. Perhaps that's true sometimes, but I think the offence is in the daring to vent, to be angry, to express that one has been cheated, and to express it rudely, crudely, and most plainly. Perhaps they are reminding the world that they are furious, that they feel done in, that they're ignored or forsaken. And if it's a woman swearing, she cops it big time. She's a piece of filth. She's not allowed to be that angry, that free with her words. And it's also a useful tool for the most vulnerable, which is often women, by the way, staving off unwanted company. In the theatre industry, the stages are mostly cast by white middle-class actors playing white middle-class roles in plays written by white middle-class playwrights. Some plays are brilliant and insightful and provocative, but mostly, collectively, they reinforce the idea that they reflect Australian society accurately. This is who we are, they say. These are our concerns. These are what we yearn for. This is how we speak. This is how we perform in the world. It's rare, and I think purposeful, that we see ourselves truly reflected on our stages. There's an occasional play that sneaks into the mainstream programming, but often it's about the working class. If it's about the working class, it will be an English play, and often it will be sentimental. In 1987, 3 theatre workers, Steve Payne, Michael White and myself, founded a company called Melbourne Workers Theatre. We wanted to make theatre for and about the working class. We were welcomed by the amalgamated trade unions at Jolimont Railway Maintenance Depot and given residency there. It's now the site of the tennis centre. We wrote and performed plays in workplaces. I can tell you no better way to hone your skills but by putting yourself in front of an audience of workers who have no reason to be polite to you for interrupting them at their lunchtime. The play had to be good. The company lasted for 25 years and often offered many theatre makers an apprenticeship of sorts and gave us some politics too. The company was formed in a time when the government offered grants called Art and Working Life, which was an attempt to offer arts to all people, making it accessible to all, telling stories about working class life, dramas about people who worked in factory and plants and other industries. These programs have way gone, as have smaller and mid-range funded companies that would develop new Australian work and nurture our voices. It was exhilarating working with this company. It made work that was tough, that took the world on, that was culturally diverse, that was about stuff that was never explored in the mainstream. Writing for and about workers meant that the language was often not measured, not so-called well-spoken, not polite. It's often volatile, outspoken, very impolite, out of control sometimes, perfect for a drama, for theatre. That is about how we speak. Because language is a wild thing sometimes. Ugly, maddening, hilarious, inarticulate, rude, profane. Things can come out of characters' mouths that are all wrong, words that are jumbled or hit their mark. The very best stuff. Finding actors who have the voice that is recognisably working class is quite an undertaking in the theatre industry. Most actors who can afford to attend drama schools are from middle or wealthy backgrounds. There is great emphasis on cleaning up the voices of young acting students to correct their pronunciation. Accents, forget it, they're a big no-no. And although I believe that there are actors who know their craft, who can hear the difference in the ways we talk, it still amazes me how few cut it. Because people, perhaps because they already know it will rarely be asked of them. It's interesting that the most powerful of swear words is cunt. This is the word that sends many reeling. I hope you're not reeling. It's a word that many step back from as if they've had their face slapped. It's a beauty for sure. There is no other swear word that has such impact. The male genitalia, dick, schlong, willy, forget it, they've got nothing. I used to be very careful with this word, saw it entirely as misogynistic. I'd banned it from my repertoire for years. Now I see it as a kind of compliment. The most powerful of all, cunt. The thing that birthed us, most of us. The thing that brought us into the world. And overall, I think its usage is less about the equation woman equals cunt than a reference to the entry point into a world that for many has failed them. Billy, who opened this speech, from Shit, is joined by two other young women, Bobby and Sam. They too are in their 20s and look 40. Are having a discussion about the use of swear words. They're the best, they are. I like them. I like them so much. They're like bullets from a shotgun, a machine gun, an AK, like the sharpest blade, a razor blade, a machete, a switch. They're the strongest by far. Fuck and cunt can't get no better, but no good if they're overdone. All right, what do you want? Just tone it down, would ya? What do you think I am, a nun? Don't overdo it. I'm addicted. So am I. Couldn't give them up if I tried. No way. And who wants to try? They're strong, powerful, fucking powerful. Tough words, fucking tough. Frightening for some, for most. You say fuck or cunt, you watch them run. I've seen it with my own two eyes on the train or the tram or the bus. I've seen someone talking the talk, fuck this, fuck that, fuck him, fuck that cunt, that fucking cunt, you fucking cunt. You got it? With me? They got their heads buried, they got the sweat pouring, dripping off their foreheads, they're squirming, they're shitting themselves, they're running for the doors, they're dinging the bells, they're yelling, next stop, please. I know. I've seen that, I've done that. I've made them run like that. Who hasn't? It's fucking funny. Watch them cunts go running. The life in them words, electrifying. It's sort of surprising, them words been around for years. They heard them, them words heard them. They burn them, they sting them, they make them bleed. I've had them women go, watch your language, please. I've had them, plenty of them fucking bitches. I say, what you gonna do? Ring the police? I hate them bitches. I had them too, looking down their noses. They're words, bitches. Words, just words. Fucking words. What's wrong with the cunts?
Visit wheelercentre.com for the best in books, writing and ideas from Melbourne, Australia and the world.